Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. So, I spent an entire day at the Downtown Aquarium in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to take you on a really special thing. We're going to go see the shark cage experience. So, if you're ready to come down and see some sharks, come with me. Let's go check them out.
Roughly 1.2 million gallons of water in this aquarium. As we are walking down the hallway, if you look on your left, you will see another room that looks similar to this one. However, the cylinders are much larger because that is for our saltwater exhibits, and our saltwater exhibits are our larger exhibits. You all will actually be getting into our largest exhibit today. It's about 400,000 gallons of water. So, and then a lot of people don't realize, but we do have to make our own salt water. So for every 1,000 gallons of salt water that we are making, we use 335 pounds of salt.
Wow.
Lots and lots. So we'll head down this way. It's a little hard to see them, but you can do your best to kind of peek in.
Holy crap, those are huge. Smells like the ocean. Oh wow, this is so cool.
If you guys want to follow me, let's take you over to the locker room where you can get changed, put your stuff, and then we'll get you suited up and all your equipment ready to go. Guessed it, those are our guitar fish. And then we have one reticular ray, which she was just right here, but she looks like a leopard. And then we also have all our moray deals. You can see a green moray here. We also have offered what we call try scuba. So if you've never done it, but you're thinking maybe you might want to, sometimes we drop you in over there along the ladder and just kind of get you seeing how it feels to breathe underwater. Here's our reticulate ray coming up right here. Cool. All right, if you want to follow me. Everything that is meant to help with any sort of contamination between the different exhibits. This is our largest exhibit here. This is our Shipwreck exhibit. Don't ask me why. There's not a ship in here, but we liked the name of it, so we went with it. This is home to all of our larger animals. We have 5 species of shark. I'll work from the smallest on the way and on to the largest. Down there inside the trench is a tiny little white shark laying along the bottom. All right. Yeah. If you can see it, those are our bamboo sharks. All right, that's about as long as they're ever going to get. Tiny. That when we put them in here, they start brown and speckled, and over time, they're not albino. They actually just lose the pigment in their skin when they're in captivity. It doesn't harm them. It's just something that happens to them. Next size up, we have now, as of very recently, 4 black-tip reef sharks. All right, there's one swimming along the top over there towards the glass. We got one swimming through the middle right here, and there's 2 others in here, probably over in that area over there. When I started here about a year ago, we only had one. We were raising another one in captivity, and then we got 2 more donated to us when an aquarium closed down. So we now have 4. Next size up, we have zebra sharks. One is laying down on the bottom over there. They're usually a little bit more active. They'll probably come around here when I'm done talking about them. They look like leopards. They don't look like zebras. In Australia and South Africa, I mean New Zealand, they do call them leopard sharks. But when they're born, they actually have stripes. That's why we call them zebra sharks. And as they get older, those stripes turn into spots. Next size up, we have our sandbar shark or brown shark. They're going to be the most active while we're down there. I can see them swimming around over there. I'm sure they're going to come over here in a second. Here's one right here.
Oh, that's
all right.
cool.
I've seen them do twists, flips, all kinds of stuff. They are by far the most active down there. Then our last and largest species of shark in here is our sand tiger shark. If you see one floating in the middle of the water column or higher, you'll be able to tell which one they are because they have really jagged, sharp, janky teeth. They're the only shark that we know of that can control its depth in the water. It has a swim bladder. So they can appear to almost completely stop. There's one swimming very slowly through the middle at the bottom there. And they can move extremely quickly when food is involved, but most of the time they're just gently floating through the water.
What is this guy right here?
This is a great barracuda. This is our largest fish in the exhibit. And the largest animal in here is actually part of the ray family. We have 3 green sawfish on the bottom. The darker one is a male, the lighter one is a female, and the other one is right there in the middle, also a male. They are one of the most endangered aquatic creatures in the world. They are more endangered than sea turtles.
Oh.
So the penalty for touching them is even worse. We don't know a whole lot about them. We guesstimate they're about 25 years old, and we're hoping with 2 males and a female that they may reproduce and have baby sawfish in the future.
Where did they come from?
I am not sure, but so little is known about them. We have 3 of only 11 in captivity in the whole world.
Wow.
Yeah, so typically they only get caught by accident by fishermen. And most bycatch doesn't make it, especially something that size. If they were to try and keep it on the boat, even with the best of intentions, probably wouldn't go well. And then we also have, I'm surprised we haven't seen any of them, we have 3 green sea turtles in here. We have 2 females and 1 male. Does anybody know how to tell the difference between a male and a female sea turtle?
No.
Well, when you see them swimming by like this one right here,
Oh, there comes one.
you can tell the difference because the women have the females have an extremely short, stubby tail. All right, and the male has a long tail. That's how you can tell the difference.
So that's a
the
boy.
male.
That's a proud tail.
The reason they're called green sea turtles has nothing to do with their exterior color. It's actually because we found that their fat is actually green. So that's why they started calling them green sea turtles. Also extremely endangered. There shouldn't be any situation where you would touch them in a cage. However, that brings up rule number 1. That is all hands, feet, and all other objects inside the cage at all times. It is less of a concern that we think one of these creatures will bite you. It's more of that it's plexiglass that got cut with a saw, and it's sharp. So it's possible that you could cut your hand, cut your arm, reaching through there. So please keep all body parts inside. You can see she has very little to no tail.
Oh yeah, tiny little one.
All right, so has anybody here breathed on a scuba regulator before? He is? Okay, all right. So what about snorkel? Ever snorkel? All right, starting from square one. All right, so what we're gonna be using is a regulator hooked up to an air hose that goes to a giant bank of air. Even if the power went out, there was no way they could get us out of here, we could sit here and breathe for hours at a time. There's no danger in running out of air. Just wanna make sure everybody's aware of that. It is compressed air, however. So there are a couple things about breathing compressed air that you have to be aware of. One, it's gonna feel a little cold. Two, it's gonna make your mouth feel a little dry. All right? This air is coming in. When you take a breath, it's pretty much giving you a squirt of air, okay? So what I want you to do, and we'll see it, I'll demonstrate a little bit more when we get over there, but I want to make sure that you put the regulator fully inside your mouth, not the entire thing, but the mouthpiece, all right? You want your lips around the edge, and you want your teeth resting on the bite plates. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get over there. They're called bite plates, but they're not meant to be bit. They're meant for you to rest your teeth on there. If you clench down for the 25 minutes roughly that we'll be down there, your jaw